야! 야! 야!
아이.
야! 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 야!
God.
Yeah.
Greetings.
I'd like to enroll.
All right. Of course.
Longsword.
Good. Farewell. Meeting face to face in this round will be Stenyek, apprentice to the Rat-eyed Scribe. And he will face Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Kubla. Let us wish the combatants luck. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Guns! Добре дава.
And now's the time to choose weapons for the next duel. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
That's it.
Proceed to the next round of the Rat-eyed Tourney. The first combatant will be Stephen of Dvorets, spearman in the company of Sir Radzik Kubla, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Kubla. Let us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords. time to choose weapons for the next duel. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields.
Shit!
Oh dear, did I...
The victor of the second duel is Henry of Skalitz. As victor in this round, he shall proceed to the next. Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Kubler, who will measure his skills against Bowman Richard from the garrison of Sir Divish of Camber. Welcome, our warriors! And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. We will witness a duel with longswords. That's the end of the first round of combat, and the victor is Henry of Skalitz. Change weapons for the second bout. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields. Lords and ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Leipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kubler. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
did it in the end.
I certainly am.
Good luck then.
Yeah.
Good people, come up close and have a smell. Fresh bread. And pour yourself a bit.
God's sake.
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry.
I'm glad to.
God's sake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Henry! Come here, I want to ask you something.
What's up, Kuno?
It's about that accursed ring.
What, again?
Aye, I heard the fellas had you running around for them. You mustn't let them take advantage of you. Anyway, it's all gotten a bit out of hand. I wanted to raise morale, but instead I've got them at each other's throats.
True enough. But what do you want me to do?
I want you to get the ring from Petter and bring it to me. I can't just take it back, see? I'd lose their trust. Besides, Petter's hidden it somewhere. He won't be willing to give it up.
All right. But I hope this is the last time. I'll bring you the ring and the game's over.
Don't worry, I've done with this game. In future, I'll just buy the fellas a drink now and again. Let them play their own games.
Look here, Petter. About the ring I gave you.
Yeah? What about it?
I need to have it back.
Well, that's tough. And don't think you can pinch it from me. I've got it well hidden.
Supposing I take it from you fairly. At dice, maybe?
Ah, you know me too well, Henry. Fine, we can play for it. As long as you can put up a decent wager.
Fine. Let's play.
That's what I like to hear.
You're all we need right now.
to Brandenburg.
Why's that?
They say someone there owes them a pile of coin, and they'll share with us.
Oh shit. They're the ones who owe a pile of coin, and that's why they want to get out of Bohemia. I'm telling you, Chief. One morning we'll all wake up, and the bearmen will be gone.
So what do you think about recruiting some more men?
We could do with 2 or 3 more, all right. Another archer, someone who knows something about healing. Someone who can talk, that is.
And replacements for the bearmen?
That's why Kuttenberg makes sense. It's a silver mining town, and miners are hard as fucking nails.
Some of them might be tempted to go crushing heads for silver instead of ore.
Exactly. The town is full of Deutsches, so maybe that'll settle the bearmen's yearning for Brandenburg.
Got your eye on some nice wench? True. There ain't many redheads in these parts. Remember those 3 sisters in Colleen? What were they called again? Yeah, and Katka. One blind, one deaf, and the other dumb. And we could only get the blind one to go for you. Poor lass. Probably took you for an idiot. And you're the only one of us who can read and write proper. You can't blame us for trying to spice up your life a bit. Did you give her a kiss at least? All right. Just asking.
Here it is.
Oh, good. Finally there'll be peace around here. And listen, I won't invite you for a drink, since it's not the right occasion. But I've got something special for you.
Thank you kindly. I found Jakey, and I know what Hagen is planning.
Spit it out then.
Zul plans to raid Samapesh, and he wants to lead the attack himself.
I see. And what about that treacherous little bastard?
I let him go.
What? Are you out of your mind? That little fucker nearly got us all killed.
Well, what can I say? I believe in giving people a second chance.
So do I. And I gave one to every man in... Saddle up now. We'll ride to Samapesh right away.
All right.
There they are. I can see Zul's colours. It seems they want a parley, sir.
Parlay, eh? Right then. Let's parlay.
God be with you, Sir Kuno.
My respects, Sir Hagen.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure since the siege of Lansenbach, wasn't it?
An age ago, that was. In those days, we fought under the same banner.
We did. And even today, we may yet part friends. After all, my quarrel is not with you, but with Kobila.
The thing is, your quarrel with Lord Kobila is my affair, since he tasked me with keeping order in his lands. And you, Hagen, you are disturbing that order.
No offence, sir, but you are just a mercenary whose main concern is keeping order in his purse. My dispute with Radzig Kobila concerns a higher ideal. Kobila shamed my family over a trifling misdemeanor. He hanged my father, razed our castle to the ground, gave our property away to his family and cronies. And for that, I demand just retribution. But you don't have to stand in my way, Kuno. I'm well aware why you serve Radzig. You owe him a favour. And from what I've heard, it's not the first time you've had to pay him back. It won't be the last either. The fact of the matter is, you fight Kobila's battles for him, and you've little or nothing to show for it. If you accept my offer, on the other hand, you can ride away from here a rich man. What do you say, sir?
Kuno, you can't do it.
You're making a common mistake, Henry. There's a difference between what a man can't do and what he ought not to do. In this case, the difference is the size of Hagen's offer.
Go then. Sir Radzig doesn't need the likes of you anyway. You're nothing but a self-serving swine.
Sorry, Henry. You know how things are. Times are hard. Tell Radzig, he'd do the same in my shoes. Take my advice, lad. It's better to stay alive. Good luck!
You're Radzig's man, eh? We'll go back to Rattay. Tell him the hiding is over. I expect him to face me on the battlefield.
No. First, you'll face me. I challenge you.
Look here, lad. My quarrel is with Radzig. It's him I want to fight, not you.
You bought Kuno off with coin, but he's just a common mercenary. I serve Sir Radzig whatever the circumstances. And you like to talk about honour, Sir Hagen, so I'm sure you understand I have mine too. And I will defend my liege lord.
Very well. If you want to die for your lord, I won't deny you that privilege. This will be an honourable fight, man to man. If I should fall, you're not to touch a hair on the lad's head. Got it? St. George guide my hand. What a... God damn! Man's come. Bring it up!
You should have taken a whack with his son. Give the poor bastard a chance. He'll rip you to pieces like a dog a hare, boy. Farewell, dear friend. I pray for my dear fellows in shall we meet in this world.
Farewell, dear friend.
God grant you rest.
Nevermore shall we meet in this world. May God grant you rest.
Nick?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
How are you, Henry?
I'm at your... What's happened? Things are plague. Thanks.
God save you.
Will you please tell me?
Certainly, my husband.
Anything else?
He had great...
Thank you. Jesus Christ be praised.
How's it looking, Melikar?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, that's a relief. You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But since you're here...
No. I can't possibly accept that. Give it all back, Melikar. With my thanks.
That's kind of you. I'm glad you appreciate our situation. Things are tough, all right.
I understand. I'm just glad everything turned out well.
So am I, lad. So am I. Take care now.
Yeah.
I'm at your service.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good to see you, lad. Sir Hanush told me you won his tourney. Good job, Henry.
Sir, we got rid of Zul.
Finally, some good news. Tell me all about it.
Well, sir, I should tell you first that Kuno betrayed us. He took Hagen's bribe right on the battlefield.
Frankly, I was half expecting it.
That treacherous bastard rode off and left me alone on the battlefield facing Hagen's company. All I could do was challenge Hagen to a duel.
God above, Henry! That was damned reckless.
Had to do something. After Kuno betrayed you, there was no one else to defend you. It would have come to a duel anyway, only with you instead of me. And as a member of your company, I had to defend you.
And you had that much faith in yourself?
Well, sir, in the time I've been in your company, I think I've proved myself capable.
That you have. So, Hagen Zul is dead.
I dealt him a fatal blow in the duel.
And his company?
Hagen told them beforehand not to intervene if he fell. And they obeyed him.
You were lucky. You can't always rely on people to keep a cool head. Anyway, you deserve a reward for your efforts. And thank you, Henry. Once again, I'm beholden to you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Thank you, sir. But I'm sure you'd have managed without me.
Don't be so modest, lad. Since that catastrophe at Skalitz, I don't have many people left that I can rely on. Best go and rest now.
Thank you, sir.
May the Lord watch over you. The Lord be praised. What brings you to me? God be with you.
I've returned from Merhoyed, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skalitz. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. May the Lord watch over.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.
Good boy. That's my... Look what I've got. You'll love this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good God, what a bloody mess. Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person dragged him off. Maybe there'll be some tracks. This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind. Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What happened at the crossroads?
What crossroads? What are you talking about?
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it. But, if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Boyar?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you.
God be with you.
I'm on the right track. Another clue. I must be going the right way. This way. It looks like blood. Blood.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight. Take care now.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof
Possibly.
and poisoned the well in Merchoyed. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
God be with you.
Who are you?
Do as I say, and you might walk out of here alive.
What? What's that? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Just answer my questions, and I might even help you.
Well, if you say so.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Menhart that.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Sort of. That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing blood. You need to staunch it.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the night.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin.
Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks! They're behind the shed.
That's him! That's got to be that knight!
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Scheiße!
Well,
Who is that time? It seems I have finally met my match.
your match? I think you meant...
Do not be so proud.
That doesn't change anything. Now I'll be asking you a couple of questions, and you're going to give me answers to them nicely. Starting with who you are.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad. You had better kill me.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from the battle.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye to eye. If we do indeed have a common cause.
Stand up.
It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobyla, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Meinhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you, but first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzig, then you must know him.
Of course I know him. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made, but I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sassau.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I'm a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
I'd like to know more, but I have a feeling you won't tell me.
Your feeling is correct.
Who are you working for?
I understand why.
Very well. Tell me what you know about the false court.
Do you know Passau?
No, what is it?
A city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that...
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the sacks were full of counterfeits.
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Meinhard had an armed escort, and they kept 2 busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey, until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down 2, but that bastard Meinhard cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Meinhard, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
What happened to Menhard?
He is dead.
I know, but what did you do with his...
I buried him. He was a bastard.
I see. And where's his grave?
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. I buried him behind it. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
That's not it at all.
If you say so.
Who are you working?
I understand.
That sounds...
It is.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fayfar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the wagoners.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
My humble...
Take care. Yeah. Yeah. Don't move. You're dead. Yeah. Yeah. I'll slay you, you scum. Ah! Ah!
What's that? Hey.
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? Way up! There's the good. Look what you're. Yeah. 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 To me. Yeah.
God save you, Henry.
Greetings. What business have you?
God be with you.
Jesus Christ be praised, sir.
Man cannot live by bread alone.
What the?
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today?
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. But this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. Good luck to you.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sahanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error of my ways. And he said to bring you too.
Oh, Sakra. That doesn't sound good.
Indeed. I wonder what he wants to lecture me about this time. And you, because you're going with me.
All right, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
I suppose so. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. So go and get dressed up before we head off.
Thanks, Sir Hans. I'll go and get changed now. So, shall we go then?
Let's go. And by the way, I'm glad you got dressed up properly. Clothes make the man, and in your case, it's quite a transformation. Come along then.
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle. My lord.
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We were
like
just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are. But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's
sorry.
sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief. Sir Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulflin of Camber, that name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too, a cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wolfland pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair, after all. Maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir. Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
Good gracious,
So, what do you think about this?
Old Hanush is right about one thing. It's time to stop chasing wenches and start chasing bandits. It'll be a bit of excitement for a change.
Excitement? I don't know, Sir Hans. Men will die.
Don't be such a wench, Henry. What kind of a life would a knight have if he never crossed swords with a foe? What would he talk about at banquets, eh?
You're right.
Of course I am. Don't worry, everything will be all right. We'll ride there, hack those bastards to pieces, and celebrate with a good drink in the evening.
But Sir Hanush said we should get them out of the fiefdom without bloodshed if we can.
And how else do you suppose we can do that?
With diplomacy?
You can't parley with criminals. That would just damage Uncle's reputation. Every lowlife would think he could rob him without fear of reprisal. Enough talk. Let's mount up. Good luck, then.
Has anyone seen my belt? I can't find it anywhere.
How are you, Henry?
If you didn't booze so much, maybe you wouldn't keep losing your things. I don't like it. Stop your grumbling. You get paid, don't you? You can't take it with you, though, can you? Everyone has to die sometime. Soldiering's as good a job as any.
Sir Hanush sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
Can I ask... what kind of a lord is Sir Hanush?
I can't complain. He knows how to keep order.
Thank you.
Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Lord. I'm not going on an outing. Hanush sent me to handle this matter, and handle it I will.
Yeah.
Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine, the Lotus?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Irvin, Baron of Oleshna. This belongs to a distant branch of my family, which... So say they bring no honor to our name.
Yeah! But I heard Wolfman of Camber was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estate.
I heard the same. Only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camber branch of my family.
That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like. I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
I meant no offence, Captain. Well, tell me all about it then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about the Camberg plan from a member of the family.
Very well. Yeah. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. Yeah. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit. Yeah. I'm almost ashamed to say it. Yeah.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he cursed them. I couldn't blame them.
Why's that? Yeah.
Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
No. He was born that way. See, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, she fell pregnant. They say she went to a witch to get rid of the child. Only she ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived. He was disfigured. They say the witch cheated her. Instead of getting rid of the child, he put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful.
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough. It turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. He cursed everything and everyone in his path, started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. He sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. Folk said he was dead. That wouldn't stop the devil's spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the stories my nurses used to tell me. How are we supposed to deal with a monster like that?
Pray, Sir Hans. Whoa! Vitus and Cyril. I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
How are you? Good luck then.
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsons are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
Isn't it dangerous?
About as dangerous as sitting here in the camp.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, sir. Where are the farms they raided?
One is uphill from Neuhoff, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wolflin is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wolflin?
Nothing in particular, just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camber clan is cursed.
How are you related?
Milota, Wolfin, and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolfin's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to a witch to get rid of it. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended up having 5.
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the Countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him. God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Captain Bernard sent me to find out about the raid. What exactly happened?
Those filthy cutthroats beat my husband black and blue, then stole all our food stores and vanished, the poxy bastards. Poor Lumiere, he didn't want to let them get away with it, so he chased them as far as the woods. But they cut him down, and now I'm afraid he'll not live to see the light of day.
Did you see which way they went?
Along the track here, straight into the woods. My old man gave chase and fought with them by the old hunter's shelter. He slashed one of them with his sickle. He bled like a stuck...
You think he might have been bleeding enough to leave it?
Maybe. Who knows? I just hope...
What were they like?
Swine and lousy curs, that's what they were like.
That's not what I meant.
No, sorry. They weren't your ordinary footpads. They were well dressed, and they talked of some lord called Wolfwin.
I thought as much. Is there something I can do to help? With your husband, I mean.
I fear only God Almighty can help him now. Although, there is one thing you could do. I have to keep changing Lumire's bandages, but I'm running out of clean linen. And I don't...
I'll see what I've got.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. I'm grateful. I'll go and bandage him up right away, and let me give you a few groschen for your trouble. I've nothing left here except a few groschen I buried down by the creek. Luckily, those bastards never found them. I'll be glad to reward you.
Keep it. You need it more than I. They took everything you had.
Not everything, because you saved my dear husband. Take it. I insist.
Very well then. Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits. May they burn in hell.
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So your husband was outside?
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes, I was. Mostly.
So were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing.
Look here, I'm not sure what happened here, but I can't shake the feeling you're holding something back.
No! It's just... it all happened so quickly. I'm still bewildered from it all.
I'm the one who's bewildered. Let me make one thing clear. Those bandits are led by Sir Wolflin, Baron of Camberg, and he's not just some common outlaw. If we don't catch him, there'll be hell to pay. So you better speak up, no matter what happened here.
Lord Jesus. Why must we be persecuted so?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
That was very Christian of you, considering they came to rob you.
All I cared about was that they wouldn't kill us.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
God bless. I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry, I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Looks like I found it. I better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Hey, all of you, gather here! Raise the alarm! Over here! Where is everyone?
What's up? Sit yourself.
Is that all you got?
Dear God!
You'll get what for.
Here! Fuck it! I haven't even started yet.
What have we got here?
Over here!
Gone weak at the knees, have you? Well then. Had enough? I'm going to enjoy this. Shit. Fuck this. You.
to heal, Mutt.
Good boy. That's... Look what you... Yeah. Yeah.
Good health to you, Henry.
Yeah.
How are you?
Wolflin's already dead.
Are you serious? How do you know?
That's easy. I killed him myself.
But what happened?
Well, I figured if Wolflin was dead, his gang would disband. So, I killed him.
Jesus Christ! Are you mad, Henry? You went there on your own?
Yes.
Right. Well, I suppose I should go and see for myself. You'd better ride to Ratai and report to Sir Hanush. He won't believe his ears.
Yes, Captain.
Good luck, then.